boxing. So this one is going to be the actual motherboard, which is an MSI B550-A Pro Series motherboard. So the reason I chose this was because, as I said, I don't need a very powerful system like the workstation I'm replacing now, because work has changed. For example, when I got that system, most of the work was database related, and I needed as many cores and threads as possible. So right now, could I use the cores and threads? It's most likely going to be just for my own personal use, so no longer for work. The reason for that is because a lot of databases have been tweaked for efficiency, or if not, by default there are ways you can tweak them, so I'm no longer going to get that type of work. So because most of the databases for that type of work I did in the past is on the cloud, and it'll be much more easier to handle. I'm saying it's more efficient to handle it. The queries are much better. The reason it's much better is simply because they actually updated the databases. They were using really ancient databases, so they have updated them. So that comes with all the performance improvements as well. Okay, so one more thing for this motherboard, I did buy it used. The reason for that was because there was a significant price. I'll show you the price difference. That's why I decided to get it used. I think it was an open box. I don't have the receipt in front of me here, but yeah, so that should be fine. Like, as long as it works, I'm okay with it. If I'll be happy if I can get about 3 to 4 years out of this system. I expect to upgrade again in about 4 to 5 years. It will depend on what I'm doing then. If I'm doing a lot of AI, if AI is no longer a fad, yeah, then I'll need a more powerful system, more powerful graphics. But I'm saying is, for my particular use case, I think this will tide me over pretty well for the next 4 to 5 years. That's why I'm okay with even getting the DDR4 instead of getting DDR5 and the latest and greatest GPUs. Of course, if this works pretty well, I'll start also monitoring the prices of GPUs. But GPUs are going to be high for a while, because first we have the crypto, and even though that's not doing very well for individuals, it's doing now AI, everybody's getting to AI, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've explained why I bought it used. Oh yeah, so this build is the build, in case you're joining me and you don't know what's going on. I'm building something, obviously I'm upgrading my workstation, and then I'm also building something that will be able to handle Blender and AI workloads. Now what I do for Blender is I use Python to create models, and I also use Blender as my video editor. So the video editor, I do it on a command line, so that one, obviously just getting a new system will be perfect for that. I don't know if you can use the GPU. If it does, that would be fantastic. I think for OBS, when I do the recording and stuff, I think that will, if that's thrown out to the GPU, that will be fantastic as well. Just the file size and everything will be much better, faster too. And the other thing I do is for AI, I also do what do you call it? I do training. So I've said this before. It's like I've repeated this every single day. But basically, what I'm going to do is I have an algorithm. I'm actually building a shed. I put up about half of the roof, at least the OSB today. So what is going to happen when it's finally done is I'll point some sensors and almost like a cameras towards the chicken hoop. So what will happen is my algorithm is very simple, just a bounding box. It will be able to detect if it's a non-chicken, or basically except for me, obviously. So the easiest way to do it is me and the chickens, everything else is a predator, obviously depending on the size as well. So now obviously if you think about it, say like a raccoon or a shrew, they're smaller, or could be smaller than a chicken. But for example, the shrews are harmless, but the raccoon could be harmless, not just because of rabies or anything like that. It's also because it can scratch or kill as well. Its claws as well. So that's another one. As I said that. So what I mean is that if an animal is detected, instead of me having to go and program it and say, oh, the raccoon looks like this and this and this, that's why the AI will come in. It will be able to use something from a prior, like a cat, and say, okay, when this type of animal shows up, that will be considered harmful. Another one could be, for example, something like chipmunk. Chipmunks are harmless, but if it has rabies or something, so those are the type of things where I said I'll use a few test cases, and then the AI will be able to learn and know, pick up a few points, and basically it will err on the side of caution, which I'm fine, because it should just be me and the chicken. So, for example, if there's like a mosquito and it sounds the alarm, that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with it. Obviously, I'll train it to not be so false positive, but you get the point. All right, so let's talk about this motherboard. So here are the features. It's an AMD B550. The CPU socket is AM4, so that's for the Ryzen 3000 and 5000 series. So that should give you a hint that it's a little bit older. I think it's close to 5 years now. The memory support, it supports up to 128 DDR4 for 4000 plus megahertz. Hi, someone in the chat, Bennett Zurita, I hope I said that right. Hello. Hi there. I'll say hi. Hi, thanks for joining. Okay, and what else it has? It has 4 memory slots for 4 DIMM slots. I will monitor the RAM, and I would like to get like 32 by 4, but right now I have 2 by 16, which is 32 gigs. That's perfectly fine. Expansion slots, as you can see, PCI 4.0, X16, PCI 3, PCI E3 16, and 3 times PCI 3.0 times 1. So that's enough for the GPU, and also my Wi-Fi card. And the storage options, it has 2 slots for M2, and then has 6 SATA 3 ports. So the SATA 3 is perfect, because right now I have 3 SATA 3 drives, SSDs. I have 1 mechanical hard disk, and I have 2 DVD rewritables, so that's 5. And I have 1, I pulled it out of an old laptop. It's a smaller 520 RPM small hard disk. That one I don't think I'll use, because that one heats up, and that one I'll just leave it unplugged. But yeah, in the future when I expand, I'll definitely get some NVMe or M2. That's fine. USB ports, USB 3.2 Gen 2, A and Type C, and USB 2.0. So my current case, it came with the USB 3, and I found out that USB 3.2 Gen 2 is compatible with it. So I'll just plug into the motherboard, and that should work. And then for the network, it has a gigabit LAN. That's kind of weird. I thought only a gigabit? That's kind of weird, because my motherboard from 2011 also has a gigabit. How does Surprise only says gigabit? Maybe I'll look at the instructions. I hope this is like 10 or something. Well, it won't matter, because I use Starlink internet, so everything's just Wi-Fi for now. And the audio, that I just use the monitor for the audio. And so the ATX, that's fine. And the price range was 70 to 120 USD. That's probably right. Obviously, it's cheaper in the States, even used. Okay, so all right. So this is the planned build. As I said, it's Ryzen 5 5600 GT. I have the Timex 32 gigs. It's a kit, 16 times 2, or 2 times 16. AMD Radeon Instinct MI60 32 gigs of the H2 memory, and the power supply is Sama 850 watt, and the motherboard obviously is right here. Oh, it's kind of heavy too. So here's the motherboard. I'm gonna do a little close up for you guys. So that's it. So I got it used. I'll show you why I got it. Let me make a little space here. Where is the chair? Oh, there you go. Okay. So I am going to start this right now. This performance statistics are. You open this thing over here. Those performance statistics are based on an average. Now I'll test it obviously when I plug it in. I'm not going to be able to plug it in for a while. As I said, I want to finish what I'm doing outside. Well, unless this workstation dies, then obviously I will. Okay, there we go. Then I'll be able to. I'll be forced to put it on. Wow, that is very sparse. Okay. I'm really surprised how this came in a bigger box. Man, Amazon is really chipping out on the what do you call it, the form and stuff. That's such a good thing. So obviously, oh, sorry about that. So that's the motherboard there. Anything else in here besides the motherboard? Oh, yeah, there's some stuff at the bottom. In case you're joining me as well, so I'll put this over here. Yeah, there's some cables. I believe those are SATA cables. The power supply also came in a whole bunch of cables as well, and there's this bracket. Okay, looks like it's very flimsy aluminum. I thought it was actually plastic. And then there's a quick installation, so that's fine. I mean, installation is pretty straightforward. You can even scan a Q code for installation. Okay, you can also scan the Q code. I don't know why. And what is this? Oh my goodness, those are the screws they're gonna use. Wow, look at those, are tiny. It's like I don't know if you guys, yeah, those are really. Oh, where's the camera? Up. There we go. Really tiny screws there. All right, so that's basically what's in the box. Yeah, so done taking a look at it. It doesn't look dusty or anything. So it's probably been handled a few times. So I'll be okay getting something like this if it's a display mode, as long as it doesn't have too many fingerprints on it. I'll be fine with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna. Yeah, so I'm hoping to start putting everything together. Everything is come except for the GPU fan, so I can actually build the system that I can use the reason I got the GT for the CPU is so that I can use the integrated graphics. So I'll be able to use that. I'll probably be better than my current NVIDIA 950 GTX 950. All right, so on the left side, if you're joining us on a mobile device or vertically, or vertical device or viewing vertically, I've opened up the MSI website, and as you can see here, they have this fancy stuff, the flash BIOS. Wow, the flash BIOS button. Simply use a USB key to flash any BIOS within seconds without installing a CPU, memory, or graphic card. Okay, that's actually a pretty good. That's a pretty good feature. But I use Linux, and I think most of the times when I flashed in the past, you can use what's the name of that thing called? Is it Dr. DOS or something like that? And also I use Linux. I believe Linux comes with something, I forget it, where if the manufacturer has it, it can automatically flush for us right from the software center. So I probably won't need it, but it's a good thing to have, because I might, who knows, I might use a different operating system in the future. Doubt it, but you never know. Okay, core boost, okay, digital PMW. So this is fine because I'm gonna have 6 fans, and PCI steel armor, whatever, protecting VGA cards against bending. Okay, I guess that's good. Right, so user-friendly design, cooling. Okay, this is just a PR stuff. Okay, all right, I thought I saw some. Okay, so BIOS and software. Okay, here we go. Promotions. Okay, so that's basically a PR stunt. All right, so let's take a look at Amazon. So this is why I got it. Amazon Canada, of course. You can see the price. It's $180 with savings. Is there more stats here? Oh, SATA 36 gigabytes per second. Was it? Yeah. So has all the same things as well. Yeah, so when I went to purchase this, my budget was $200, so I was ready to purchase this. Then when I actually paid $99, so $99, so you see a significant savings. So I saved about $80 Canadian. I think that's about 10 cents US. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's not very good, but yeah. So there we go, and it has good reviews. I was surprised that there's so many reviews from Canada, so I guess it's very popular in Canada. There we go. So what I was hoping it would come with Wi-Fi, but I have a Wi-Fi card, so I can just plug it in. Yeah, normally I would plug it into the LAN port, but I'm okay using Wi-Fi. I've been using it now for 2 years. And besides, I said I have satellite internet, so it's not going to. I mean, the loss is probably very minimal. It's pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm doing a live stream right now using Starlink, so that's great. All right, so let's finish this up quickly. So these are some of the benchmarks. So the Cinebench, the R23. I'm guessing that's 2-3 years ago. Multi-core, it got 7,000 points on average. Remember, this is all average scores. Blender, the BMW benchmark, GPU and CPU got 3.5 seconds. And then the memory bandwidth, it'll be 17 gigabytes per second. And we have the PCI 4 versus PCI 3 GPU bandwidth. Now it says it doubles the bandwidth. So that's really, really amazing. Now, it's actually going to be much faster because even my GTX 950, it doesn't get the full bandwidth because it's limited, because I'm using a Sandy Bridge motherboard. So it's going to be, I mean, comparing it to my current system. And the power efficiency, they consume less power. I'm going to assume that besides the GPU, overall I'll be using less power. I mean, once I plug in the powerful GPU, probably be the same, so it won't be a big difference. And plus, this is going to have more fans running, so I'm going to use the stock cooler, so that should be fine. And this, I just took some photos here, just what it looks like. So not at the back, doesn't look too much different than what I have right now. I actually think I have more USB 3 ports than this guy for my current system. Okay, so there is this a live stream at the back, so you can see it's just a few seconds. So let's finish this up. I don't want to tidy up you guys too much. So if you're interested in learning programming to answer your Blender or AI workflows, I have books and courses. There's a Learning Python book on Amazon. Search for Jumbo, link in the description. It's a great resource for Python beginners. I also have the Mastering Blender Python API book, It's also perfect for Blender scripting. I do an automation. For example, I said I do my video editing in Blender. I do some modeling just using the Python. And there was something else. I'm going to also start doing the grease pencil. So, and of course, there's also the Learning Python course, which is available on jamboshop.com. The link is also in the description. And if you need any more Python tutorials, one-on-one, including Blender scripting or AI installation, training or migration, contact me at jambo.com/contact. And so, final thoughts: the MSI B550-A Pro remains a solid choice for budget-friendly mid-range build in 2025. Buying used can save money without sacrificing performance if the board is in good condition. As we saw, it's just a quick run over. It looks pretty fine. Once I complete testing, I'll post detailed benchmarks and workflow insights. So stay tuned. So the other thing I'm saying is the reason I bought used is because I'm not going to be gaming on this workstation. So I'll just be doing the same stuff I do all the time. In fact, I think when I do a live stream, that will probably be the only time that the system is being tasked, because, for example, when I'm rendering the video and stuff, that doesn't task it too much because I do it on the command line, and if the modeling and stuff, that will be offloaded to the GPU, not the integrated one, the Insight GPU, which I also bought used. Well, it said it was new, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it that someone would buy so many GPUs and just keep them around, and then close to 10 years later they say, oh, you know what, let's now sell them. I seriously doubt that. Okay, so with that said, I don't see any more chat requests, so I think I can end this. Just a quick reminder that I do a live stream every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern in the afternoon. And also, you just go to jambo.com. You can see in the Watch Menu Live Summit, it tells you the top upcoming topics. For example, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to use source copy, show you how you can wirelessly take control of your Android device. For example, I'm actually doing it right now. This camera you're seeing right now, this one here, it's actually just it's an old phone. It's a Sony Xperia, I can't remember right now. Yeah, it's a mid-range phone, so I'm using that because that camera is way better than a webcam, so I'm using that with the source copy. So I would prefer to use my daily driver, but I use it for work and people call me, so I can't use that for now. So that's it. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any requests, let me know. I will I can accommodate you guys. All right. If you guys want to stay around, I want to tell you something that happened to me when I woke up today in the morning. So I woke up and the last of the baby chicks died. I was really gutted because I purchased 5 of them. Just literally, they didn't even last a week. So tomorrow would have been a week, and like the first one died after 3 days, and then the next day 2 days, and then this last 2, they were fine yesterday. I was like, okay, great. So, and then I woke up today and they were dead, and I was really gutted because yesterday they were fine. I checked on them, they had color in them. The others didn't have any color, so I was really gutted when I saw they were dead in the morning. I was like, oh jeez. So I don't know, so I might just buy adults, or I might try it again. So after I talked to my friend, I'm actually going to go visit him in the Toronto area in about 2 weeks or so. After I just talked to him, I felt a little bit better. So no, just talking. I guess just mentioning and someone listening, it felt a little bit better. And so I was like, what? I think I might get baby chicks again. I think it'll be better as well because I won't be spending so much time away from him. I'll be obviously more inside, so that will give him at least 2-3 weeks to stay alive. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.